Hi guys, Dino Vinyl Times, coming back to you with another video. It's going to be a vinyl updates video, as they all are normally. So yeah, just thought I'd come and show you what I've been collecting recently. I posted a lot of these on the Facebook when I get them, but I just thought I'd come and show you, make a video. It's been a couple of weeks, so at the moment we're listening to Talk Talk's The Colour of Spring, which I got a few weeks ago. I really like this. I'm really enjoying Colour of Spring. This is the second time I played it this morning. So anyway, that's that. That's what we're listening to. So yeah, I've a mixture of shopping really. I've done some of these are eBay purchases. Some of these are charity shop finds. A majority of these are charity shop finds. Some of these are car boot sales. One or two are from actual record shops, so as we go along I'll let you know. This is just LPs. I will be doing a 45s video as well, probably a couple of videos because I've got a fair few 45s to show as well. So let's crack on. So this is a charity shop find from the other day. This is Miles Davis, The Man with a Horn. This is my first Miles Davis LP that I've owned. I don't really know too much about jazz or Miles Davis, but this looked in really good condition, so I picked it up. I'm going to give it a spin and see what it's all about. Price is still on it. Paid £2.49 for charity shop in Swindon. Yeah, like I said, I really don't know too much about jazz or Miles Davis. I know a lot of people go on about him here in the VC with a few of the other jazz cats out there, but I really don't know a lot about him at all. So I'm willing to give it a spin, see what it's all about. You never know, I might have found somebody I really like there, but yeah, it should be cool. I think this album's from 1981, but it's in really good condition. It's on CBS, I believe. Yeah, CBS, orange sunburst label, CBS. It's in really good condition, really good condition. So that's pretty nice to pick up, cheap, £2.49. The next one, again, I'm not a massive fan of this band. I found this in exactly the same shop at the same time. This is Genesis's Seconds Out, but this, considering it came out in the 70s, late 70s, I believe, this is in really good shape. It's near enough looks brand new. There's hardly any sort of splinter wear on there, or you know, tears or rips or anything. It's really been looked after really well, and the vinyl is just gleaming. I don't know if this has even been played, or if it has, it's only been played once or twice. Yeah, this is the colour card, the picture in the sleeves. It's on the Charisma label, as all Genesis stuff is, I believe. But like I say, I'm not a massive fan of Genesis, but this was in really good condition. It might be Genesis. I mean, obviously I know who Genesis are, because I'm not much of a prog rock fan. I've never really been into them, but again, it may be like the Miles Davis, maybe something that I attune myself to. But we'll see. But to pick this up, I've seen this album a lot, Seconds Out, and you never see it in a condition like this. So I was really happy to find it. Again, this was £2.49, so to get it like that in really good condition, really nice. So yeah, that was pretty cool to get that. I'd say I'll give it a go, give it a spin, and see if it tickles my fancy really. Like I say, I've not been a huge fan of Genesis in the past, but a lot of people who I spoke to already have said this is a good album, so why not? Next up, another charity shop find. This was 99p. This is the Best of the Mamas and Papas. This is a later release. I think this is in the late 70s. Yeah, this is nothing major, but it's pretty cool. Just some good hits on there. It's on Sound Superb EMI. That was alright. Next one I was really happy to get. This is actually an eBay purchase. I won this one and I've been trying to get hold of it. This is hats off to Adele Shannon on London Records, mono copy. This is really cool. I mean, I think you guys know I'm a fan of Adele Shannon. This is his second album. and it's just a really good condition. I was really happy to get it, or win it on the auction, I should say. So that was pretty cool. I played it Sunday morning. I was really enjoying it. Yeah, it's really nice. It's just, this is one of the first of his official albums I own. I've got a lot of albums by Shannon, but they're all sort of compilations or best ofs. So this was really cool to get an actual album off of his. Yeah, nice little biog on the back there. Again, on the London label, which is a lovely sort of maroon colour, long play, shows in there. And again, the vinyl's in really good condition, so I've been quite lucky with that one. It cost me about a tenner, I think that it went for in the end, which is quite good. I mean, I know they can go for some more, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Hats off to sorry, I want to say hats off to Larry because that's the name of the track, but hats off to Shannon. Yeah, great. Really happy to have that. This next band I don't know too much about, but I was recommended it by the seller, funny enough. But this is the Incredible String Band, The Hangman's Beautiful Daughter. Now this is the 1976 reissue on Elektra. I believe the originals for these can go for quite a lot of money. The first presses. I mean, I got this for, it says £8 on there, but I actually got it for £6 because the guy normally gives me a couple of quid off. I've had a quick listen, and yeah, it's pretty psychedelic, pretty out there, but it was all right actually. I was quite taken aback how much I actually did like it, considering it was Scottish psychedelic music. But yeah, it was pretty good actually. I was quite impressed. Nice condition of that. So, but yeah, like I say, this is the second reissue, I should say, from '76. But it's still nice to have, and yeah, I'll definitely give it another spin, I expect, and see if it grows on me even more, because from the first play I was really impressed with it. So if people know more about the Incredible String Band, then let me know. I'll just say I've done a little bit of research. I know a Scottish band from late '60s. It's pretty cool, yeah. Next record, last Thursday I went back to university for the first time since Christmas, and now I have like lectures in the morning and then one in the afternoon, so I had a bit of time to kill, and I go to university in London, which is in Ealing Broadway, which is in a sort of suburb area of London, West London. So in my break I had a couple of hours to spare, so I thought, well, I'll take a trip down to Rough Trade West, which is the store in Notting Hill. So I did that. It took me a bit of time to find it. Kind of lost my bearings a little bit, but I managed to get there in the end. Again, I've posted a few pictures on the Facebook of the shop itself. It's quite a small shop, but it's it's where Rough Trade started. It's their first shop that they had. A lot of bands have been signed in that shop. They have the history with the Smiths. Bands like the Strokes are on there, and I think the Libertines were on Rough Trade. But loads of bands. I mean, you'll all know. You'll know what bands on what. Yeah, I went downstairs because they have their pre-loved, as they call it, downstairs section of albums that they've bought in. Upstairs is a lot of brand new stuff, brand new vinyl, which is pretty cool. But I must admit, it was quite expensive. I think that's just because of where it was in London, West London, Portobello Road. It's a very posh area, London. So I think they can bang an extra couple of quid on their records, which is, that's their prerogative, I suppose. They're just trying to drum up more business for the area they're in. But I did find that it was quite a lot more expensive than if you were buying a new record, say, where I live. But that's just because it was in London and a posh area, I suppose. But I did pick up something. I picked up this, which is Vanilla Fudge. This is a 2004 re-release on mono. I didn't really know too much about Vanilla Fudge, again, I must admit. And I still really don't know too much about them. So I'll be looking into this a little bit more. But they do some psychedelic covers, I believe, and psych rock, garage rock, whatever you want to call it. I don't really know. Like I say, I don't really know too much about them. If somebody can fill me in on them, that'd be great. I say they do a lot of covers on here. Ticket to Ride, She's Not There, Eleanor Rigby. So that, yeah, I don't really Don't really know too much about this, but I will definitely be checking it out. I'll be giving it a spin. So this is the 2004 reissue, but it's on mono on Sundays. It's really, obviously it's brand new. It was sealed, so nice little Sunday label there. Yeah, it is actually a US press as well. And it's cost me 15 quid, so, and that was kind of the cheaper end of the records in there, even for their sort of pre-love stuff. So that was pretty cool to find, and it was just nice to go up to Rough Trade and have a look around Rough Trade and see what that was all about. I haven't had a chance to go to Rough Trade East yet, which is in East London, up on Brick Lane, which I wouldn't mind checking out, and I believe there's a store in New York, but you know, that's for another day as well, I expect. Cool. Next one was another eBay purchase. I didn't think I was going to win this, and I did. I was quite chuffed. This is Out of the Heads, Rolling Stones. The guy that advertised this is saying that a few of the tracks had skips and jumps on them, what he thought had skips and tracks and jumps on it. But he said in his post, he actually said that he didn't have any record player to check it out. So going off of that, I was quite dubious to wherever it is. So I took a punt on it, and I got this for £6 off an eBay as an eBay win. And I got it home and give it a clean. And I can't really, I mean, you can hear that it's been played a lot, but again, I couldn't really hear the jumps or the skips of the tracks in it, not to my ear anyway, and I was more than happy with it. So to get this for £6 and in a fairly good condition in my eyes, yeah, don't get me wrong, it's not perfect by any stretch, but I'm more than happy to play it in the condition that it is. Said I give it a good clean, you know, as I normally do with the records, and yeah, it seems to play absolutely fine. So that was cool. That was really good to get an early pressing of that on mono. Yeah, the label's got a little bit beat up, but I'm still quite happy with it, man. Say, first sort of really early Stones that I've got, so that was pretty cool. Next up, I found this record in a record, if that makes any sense. I was out at a charity shop, and I don't even know where I put the record that I found it in. Basically, it was slipped inside, so there was two records in the one, and I think it was something like, I might have it here. I think it was the Mott the Hoople one that I might show I'll show in a minute, and it was tucked inside, and it's this. It obviously doesn't have any sleeve or cover, and what it is the Beatles ballads from 1981, California EMI. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. To a little bonus find in there. Yeah, it doesn't have any sleeve or any cover, but obviously I've got a spare blanks and covers I can put it in for the time being. So it'd be nice to try and find some covers for it. Yeah, 1981 I believe, and this is in, considering it was in a sleeve on its own, it's got a few nicks in it, but nothing major. So that was pretty cool to find. A little bonus in there. So yeah. Next up, I bought this from a collector's market, from a guy who had a few records there. This is Abbey Road, first press on mono. Sorry, that's a lie. This is on stereo, not first press mono. I'm thinking about something else that I'll show in a minute. Yeah, this is on stereo, on Apple. It was really cool to get. Yeah. But adding to the Beatles collection, there's a laminated front on here. I actually haven't checked out what pressing this is. I'll have to take a closer look. I've been quite busy with Beatles records, as you'll find out in a minute. So yeah, Abbey Road was pretty cool to get. Not my favourite Beatles album, but I know it is other people's. So that was pretty cool. I'll do this quickly, last one, and then I'll cut it there, and so keep the videos fairly short. Next up, I got Songs from a Room by Leonard Cohen. This was the first Leonard Cohen album or vinyl that I've owned, and I only really know a couple of his songs. My dad said that he might be worth, if you like Dylan, he might be worth checking out. He remembers him being quite big back in his day. So yeah, I've given this a spin, and when this came, this was actually minging. It was really dirty, just dirt on it, dirt and grime on it, and I give it what I like to think was a fairly decent clean-up. I should have took a picture of it before and after, but come up really nice, and there's only a small bit of sort of label mark that that was still there, sort of residue that I just don't want to try too hard to get off because it'll ruin the cover. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Yeah, Songs from the Room. This is on CBS, and yeah, I need to do a little bit of repair work there. Somebody has written on the back, but they've written in such tiny writing it doesn't really bother me so much. Okay, what year was this? This was 1968. No, sorry, 1970. My bad. Yeah, so 1970 for that one. Just need to do a bit of repair work on the actual cover itself, but it's pretty cool. Alright, okay, I'll leave it there, guys. That's 16 minutes spot on, so I'll be back in a second.